Yank the crank. Down get. Oh shit! Did it get you? Welcome back to Good Times Tools. Today we're messing with a 680 Rincon. So we ended up putting this motor together. We put it on the bike. We actually have the the low clutch, I believe. So the low clutch ended up being bad. We took that cover off. It's on the side cover. We took that cover off. We seen that it was bad, so we went ahead and replaced it. Put new clutches in it. Put it back on the bike. Found out that it's still slipping. It wasn't as bad as previously, but it was slipping. Well, on the 680 Rincons, there is a secondary clutch internally, which is your I think is, you believe, your second and your third clutch. Well, once we started digging into it, we did find that that was bad as well. Come to find out that this bike was most likely sunk, and they didn't let the owner know. So that's pretty much what caused it. We had a lack of oil pressure, and a lack of oil pressure let the clutches slip. So whenever we started to tear it apart, as I'm gonna get to the screen, but this right here, just a little example of what we're finding in the motor. On your head gasket, the base gasket for the cylinder, I did find leaves and sticks on it. Whenever I took your oil screen off, looked at trash on it. So we were losing oil circulation. So we did find this and this in the motor, which did slip out the clutches. So these are the clutches right here. This is each pack. They go on each side of the clutch, as you can see. You take this retainer clip off, and it gives you access. You just get your screwdriver, you power it up, and then you should better pull the clutches out. I usually just dump them like this, and the clutches fall in my hand. So these are the clutches, and you can see that a lot of the fibers, I was losing my words right there. You can see the fibers are worn out. So the fibers basically are not even there no more, and you can see some bad rubbing on the friction plates itself. I'm gonna have to go through them again and find them. But each one, you can see that these fibers are shot. So that's what was going on, because these bikes require good oil pressure, and even this right here is gonna take away from that, and this right here is allowing nothing to come through. So that had to be his issue on why his clutches slipped. So I do have his new clutches soaking in here in ATV oil. I usually let them soak 12 hours. So I got that soaked, which has been 12 hours already. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out, get rid of these, and I have his new plates somewhere. Oh, right here. So these are the new steels. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the bike, and with his new fibers, and it should have his clutch set good to go. I'm gonna clean his case, make sure all the old galleys are clean, just so they have good oil pressure. Because there is, on these bikes, you have to be aware of the oil pump. So on your oil pump, which is this right here, so your oil pump has O-rings, and you gotta make sure all the O-rings are good, because if not, you do lose prime, and it will mess with your oil pressure. But this one I did replace everything. I rebuilt it actually twice just to be sure. So I got that dialed in. I know it's not dealing with that. I did his valve body just to be sure on that. I checked his solenoids. That's all good. So of course you can see that his fibers are bad, so I went ahead and I'm gonna change that. After that, there should be no issues. But let me stop rambling on and go ahead and get to changing this bike's clutches. So this is my clutch set. This is your second and third clutch. These little retaining rings, there's a groove inside of here. This smaller one, so there's two different sizes. This one goes actually to lock everything in place, but this one's gonna slide in. Then you're gonna have your steel. I usually like, so there's a cornered edge and a flat, smoother edge. I usually like to have them all face the same way. I was told that it don't really make a difference. I heard that from an old timer, so that's how I do all mine. And then you can just take, after it's soaked, but you're gonna place your fiber in. And I'm gonna find my edges.
Sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go with you.